Hey guys, Konga here, and today we are reviewing the Manticore! Woohoo! And finally deciding if this tank is even worth the grind or not. And just looking at its stats, I would say nope. Yet again, we are on Ares' account. And so what is this thing? So what did they do to it? They gave it 35 rounds, unlike on PC where it has 20, so you have more ammo in it. But they reduce its mobility. And so that buffs the tank for good players, because good players typically shoot more, but it nerfs the tank for bad players. And I hate that. So now this tank is really only going to be played well by good players. I mean, it was already only played by good players, but now it's really only going to be played by good players. And people are only going to do well with if they're a good player. But what do we have in here? He's got a gun rammer, vents, and coated or binocular telescope. I think I would have gone with coated optics and gun rammer and vertical stabilizer. I don't think you really need to care about the rate of fire so much. In fact, I might even drop the gun rammer for vents, personally. But we'll leave it how it is. Actually, he said he's got a lot of gold. He said we can equip this how we want to. All right, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, get away from me. Don't judge me. Here we go. I'm doing it. Okay, we're putting this on. And the reason being is because your rate of fire is so bad already. I don't want to fight anything. I just want to support and spot. That is my plan in this tank. Your base DPM is 1,600 DPM at tier 10. And I don't mind tanks having bad DPM. Like, that's fine. Alright, if you want to give a tank a bad DPM. But it has to go up against other tanks with bad DPM. Because this tank cannot fight back against other light tanks. And light tanks are going to be counter-scouting you and fighting you. And you can't do anything about it. So that's my issue with it. Like the K91. What's the point in the K91? It's let's just say it's equal as the Leopard 1. Leopard 1 is better at sniping, Leopard 1 is better aim time, Leopard 1 is more mobile, Leopard 1 is better gun depression, Leopard 1 is better DPM. Like, it's the same kind of thing. And that's what this thing is to me. But let's look at its mobility. A 40 horsepower per ton goes 68, which is good when you're looking at it, but in actuality, a lot of the tier 10 light tanks have better, like the Sheridan and I think the AMX 13105, the Rheinmetall Panzerwagen, and even the T100 LT. So there's that. 8 degrees gun depression, 8 degrees gun elevation, 1.9 seconds aim time. Reload time of 14 seconds with 390 alpha damage. And that's pretty much the last significant thing about this tank. And its alpha is 390, penetration is 248, premium is 268, and it does not have premium hesh, or it does not have hesh. I think this tank should have got hesh with 105 millimeters of pen. And I also think this should have been the same gun that's on the Centurion 7.1, so it would have 268 standard pen, and then 210 premium hesh pen. I think that would be super cool and super unique for a light tank. It would still have a medium tank gun on it, but it still has the bad stats it has now. But that's it. Let's... Oh wait, what is this thing's camouflage? That's the last thing we should look at. He doesn't have camouflage on his crew. He has muffled shot. He took muffled shot before camouflage? I might swap that out on you, buddy. Okay, 36% camouflage. I'm swapping that out for him. Alright, I'm doing him a favor. Camouflage is the best one to have first out of all of them. It's definitely the best one. Because it does everything. It helps you in every situation. So you can get mad at me for spending more of your gold, but this is what I'm doing. My apologies, sir. But there we go. Get that camouflage even greater. Because wait, did it say what it adds to it? Because they do that now, right? It does not say, but I'm pretty sure it's 5%, because it's the same subtraction of view range as the addition of having situation awareness and recon. So I'm pretty sure that's what that is. But let's jump into a game. Let's play it. Hilbron. This is a good map, just because it's open and I don't have to engage as quickly in this tank. And that's really, you got to take it slow. If you have a fast game, even though you're a fast tank, you're not going to do anything. You're going to, either going to do no damage and win, or B, do no damage and lose. That's this tank in a nutshell. It is so team dependent. Klonga, you haven't even played the tank. How do you know that already? Because of the stats. Just DPM. The DPM says so. The DPM says so. And you can't argue that. You literally can't argue, oh, well, actually, Klonga, you can still have a good game if the game goes too quickly, and you can still carry the game quickly. No, you really, because of its DPM. If the enemy team just pushes your team really quickly, like I said, you can't do anything about it. If your team pushes them too quickly, you can't do anything about it. You need a nice balanced map, nice balanced matchmaking where your team will support you, you can get some assist damage, and go from there. And that's what you need, and I don't think this tank is going to be getting that too often, considering it's World of Tanks Mercenaries. But those are my theories. I always theorize before we play it, and then we find out if I'm right or wrong. How quickly does this gun move? It's a fast-moving gun. Too bad it doesn't go too far. And it's tiny. It's kind of like the ELC of a 90, but it's not as quick as it, or fast as it, should I say. And it's not as small as it. And its turret is huge. Speaking of, we'll just put a shot in there. If I only had 20 shells, I would have to debate whether or not I wanted to shoot there. There we go. The gun is good. I'll give it that. I think the gun is going to be a very good gun. It just takes a while to reload, but that's exactly what it's going to be. It's just this poke and run kind of a tank. Shoot and scoot, I guess. And the same time is nice, 1.9 seconds. What was the accuracy again? I forget. It's not bad though, looking at it. Yo, ELC of a 90 on my team. You wanna pay attention? Thank you. Now he notices him. There we go. 4 shots, 4 hits. Not bad. Honestly, I think this is a tank I might like and enjoy, because I'm not one who doesn't enjoy this kind of gameplay. But at the same time, I do know you're gonna get a lot of games where it's just super frustrating as the games go way too quickly. Or you get YOLO'd by a Clan Claw guy. No, we're out. Peace. He could YOLO me right now and maybe get away with it. Ow. Zigging and zagging. We don't have the gun elevation to shoot that guy. 8 degrees of gun elevation. That's going to come into play a whole lot. There we go. Run, ELC, run! Good. He escaped. But that is not something we ever want to fight. And he can catch us. He's faster than us. But he's not facing us. I probably should have stayed and seen if I could get a shot in. We get it in anyway. Yeah, vertical stabilizer I think is the way to go on this. Personally. Maybe he doesn't mind I change it. I'm not going to change it back because I think he'll like this better. But I could be wrong. Perhaps he does just like the rate of fire. But as you can see, we've never needed to use our rate of fire. We've shot and run every time. Every time. And I'm not going to go fight those light tanks that are going after my base. Like, that's just... no. Sorry, guys. May seem a bit scumbaggy, but, like, that's not going to happen. There we go. Kill him. And move on. This is all going pretty well. Perhaps a little too well. We can go around this way. 704 somewhere. Who has not been spotted yet, so he's probably in the back. He could be in the back over there. There he is. Gun elevation. There we go. Nice little ambush there. Now we're gonna go into the town. I'm not gonna stay here. He's gonna start. Yeah, he's turning for me. So let's go elsewhere now. And that's what you've got to do. Just keep shooting. Okay, so always in this tank, you need to fight where the enemy team doesn't think you are. So if the enemy thinks you're pushing with this tank, fall back. If they think you're falling back, push. You know, all that other stuff. You got to keep them guessing in this tank. You got to really keep them guessing. And now I'm in a bit of a pickle because my team died in the town. And this is not the tank to do anything about that. But we have insane camouflage, so let's use it. Like, we're gonna outspot this guy. There we go, just like that. Boom. And let's move on. Every time we fire, we're just gonna leave because now they know where we're shooting from. They know where we are. Except he's coming back. If we had gun rammer there, we might have been able to get that shot in, but frankly, I don't mind. I do not mind one bit. Okay, 704 might be isolated by himself, but we don't have the rate of fire to keep him permatracked, which is very unfortunate. But that's okay. We're gonna do what we can. And be careful as we drive. As he could be around any corner. And hit everything we can so he knows we're coming. That's the plan anyway. Definitely don't want to sneak up on him. Sneaking is silly. If he's on my left, I'm going to be pretty upset. Oh. Gun elevation. Not found. Alright, 704. Do you guys think he's still in the town? No, that answers that. Like, I could have missed him. I didn't clear it perfectly. Like, I tried to check everywhere. That's why I went in the middle there. To get as much checked as possible. But dude, this ELC is doing pretty well for himself. That's for sure. Neither of these guys should be facing me. Easy free shot. And we'll rinse and repeat. This is DPM, boys. This is literally that's DPM. You can just taste it. GG. That was really risky, but I went for it. No, we're capping. I wanted to break 5K. I gave a negative. Oh, come on! You scums! Scums, tier 10 players who have no clue how to play the game as they cap. No kill cap all, boys. No kill cap all. I should have shot him, I guess. I guess. Now, that's not going to be an ace tanker, even though we did a lot of damage. To ace this tank, it's not going to be damage you need to do. Look at that. The last shot is actually registered as a shot. 16 shots, 15 hits, 15 pens. Every shot we fired hit. Gosh. So damage isn't what's going to get you an ace in this. It's the assist damage that's going to get you the ace. And maybe had we gotten the top gun as well. But that's a third class right now. But let's jump into another one and call this one a video for sure. But like I said, I think this is a tank which will be decent if you get a big map like that and the game is slow like that one. I mean, because that makes sense, really. You have bad DPM, but you have a nice gun. You're mobile, you're stealthy, but the grind up to this is terrible. So it's like because you don't get the amazing mobility and stealth that this thing has until you get to tier 10, right? So you have to suffer through the tier 7, the tier 8, and the tier 9. And those don't hit hard. They might have high pen, but they don't hit hard like this one kind of does. Like 230 at tier 8 isn't really hard hitting as you're fighting heavy tanks with 1600, 1700 health, right? At the same tier as you. Or you're fighting tier 10s. So yeah. Anywho, we're just buying time, waiting for the game to start. Waiting for a game. I'll probably cut this out if I remember to, but at the same time, I probably won't remember to. So you'll just hear me rambling for 1 minute and 6 seconds. South Coast, definitely not a good map for this tank. The play I like making with my light tanks is going to D6. Typically, D6 is a pretty good place to go. But this tank does not have the survivability and rate of fire to keep itself alive if it goes there. Now I'm getting pinged by rage adrenaline. What's going on? Okay. Yeah. Give me a few minutes. There we go. Alright, let's see. What are we going to do? Ah, man. So they have a Manticore and a Sheridan. We have a T1 on. Okay, so they match me up against the Manticore, so that's good. But I don't think I'm going to do the generic scout play with my light tank. I think I'm going to play very safe. Very, very safe. So I'm going to go to this. And then get ready to run. It says I had a shot, but I couldn't see it. I think I only had his turret, which I was not going to go for. You guys ready for the play? And this is the play. It's going to take a while to make this play, but we're going to make the play, and this is the play that's going to make this game great. We have nobody sniping for us, but I'm still going to do it because it's going to be hilarious. No, still nothing. We got to knock that 3 down. Where does it start? Is it right there? Perhaps. No, it's right there. Oh well. Well, then this isn't going to work. So what do we do? We realize we have no gun elevation, and we can't actually do anything. That's what we do. That's great. It's great that this tank has such bad DPM and bad gun elevation and bad, like, 8 degrees of gun depression is fine, but everything else, like, so you can't actually use your gun even if you can. Ugh. I don't know how I feel about this tank, boys. Last game, like I said, was it was just a perfect storm for this tank. Other than the fact we didn't really have teammates that supported us, other than the ELC. But we had the ability to move around as much as we wanted. To shoot things as their lights kind of died early. I still can't shoot him, by the way. I kind of want to spawn him. But there's just so many trees. Yeah. This is tough. I'm not allowed to shoot back at him. I'm trying. Oh, man. Well. We hit him in the gun. It's not exactly a tank I wanted to see. I think what we do is we help our E100, maybe? Don't look at me, you big blue meanie. That's not very nice. DPM, I want to help my friend, but I see 100, but it's not going to really happen. Elevation again. I can't get my gun up to shoot him in the side of the turret. Ah! That's just how this game works. And I want to scout, but it's not going to work on this map. Not really. Not with the way my team deployed. So now we have to switch from a scout tank to a do damage tank. And this tank can't really do damage, can it? No, not in the slightest. But that's okay. That's okay. We're going to make the most of it. And this is, again, an example of... Like last game, again, we didn't have anybody sniping for us, right? This game, we don't have anyone sniping for us. Again. So, we kind of just run. And, I mean, it's a team game, so you'd think, you know, team game, perhaps being team dependent is a good thing. But it's not really a team game anymore, is it? People are too dumb. People are dumb. Just drive forward so I can shoot you. Thank you. Easy. That's all we needed. All we wanted. Yeah. Easy. A little bit of damage at a time. I still haven't even 100. Is that him in the base? Or mouse, sorry. Dude, that's a legendary player right there. Absolute legend. There we go. Where the heck is our Sheridan? You think he's up here too? Hiding? Why are you facing me, boy? Okay, does not appreciate. There's a Sheridan. Oh, he's up there. I haven't seen anybody up there in a long time. Luckily, we know how to get up there. He has no idea. I'm crashing into everything and they're slowing me down. Shoot. Don't notice me, don't notice me, don't notice me. Okay, bye. What? Now I'm a one shot for him, rip. That's a mistake. And he's on fire, he doesn't pack a fire extinguisher. Stellar players at tier 10. Absolutely stellar. How do you get up here again? It's over on this side, I think. Right? Is that it right there? Or is, oh no, there it is, right there. Okay. Okay. We're never gonna win this fight though. Like this is just, oh, you wanna win? No, you can't win. But that might be it actually. But I think this works too. No, okay. 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 This must be it. I've done it before. I just can't remember exactly. I can't remember. That must be it. Maybe my tank is too small for it though. Is the issue. That might be it. Oh yeah, see, I was turning left, but my tank turned right. What a scumbag light tank up there, though. That's the definition of scum. He probably plays a lot of Artie. Probably does. But yeah, this is the Manticore. It's okay. It's not very good. It's not very good. We just kept running. We're just like, oh hello, run away, run away, run away. Oh, they're looking at me. Run, 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 run. That was us. That was our tank in a nutshell. And yeah, you need a map where you're allowed to be a light tank, and that was not one of them right there. You need a team that's willing to support you, but that was not one of them right there. We didn't need anyone to support us. As you can see, we won without being supported, right? So, hello, Boxer Boy. I'm gonna look him up. I bet you he plays Artie. I bet you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I think it is. I think it's the case. I think it's the case. He's an Artie bot. Let's see. 49%. Okay. What else we got? What else we got? Come on, show me. Show me. What do you got? No, he just plays the Sheridan all day, every day. Okay, so he's got a 44% win rate in the Sheridan after 18,000 battles. So that tells me that this is what he does in it. Is he boosts up and hides. It doesn't do anything for his team. Okay. Well, that's what he did. Alright, cool. Alright, that's going to be the review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what your thoughts are on this tank. Do I think it's worth it? Heck no. Absolutely not. Go get a Sheridan. Go to AMX 13105. A Panzerwagen. A T100 LT. Any one of those is a better choice than this. For sure, for sure. But, oh look, our concealment is 100 instead of, what was it, 84 before? So there we go. Yeah, that's, I don't see this being in, yeah, I don't think it's worth it personally. Obviously, if you have all the other ones, you go for those. I think this kind of plays more like a Leopard 1, but a Leopard 1 can fight back, where, you know, you drive around, you shoot, you scoot around, you go somewhere else, but you have DPM in the Leopard 1, right? And this thing's accuracy is 0.38 instead of 0.3. So, well, that's my take on it. I don't necessarily think it's worth it. You're still gonna have good games in it, but you're gonna have to work really, really, really hard. And like I said, it's the more ammo is gonna help better players, but the less mobility is gonna hurt worse players. So, anyway, that's my take on it. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, slap that like button, comment, subscribe, and make sure you go check out SpaceBANDIT. And I'll be seeing you guys all later. Take care, everyone. Peace out.